in. We are talking Raiders and Broncos in what was a defensive battle. Unfortunately, it was not a shootout, but that's what happens in divisional games, Jer. Thursday night football, sometimes we get these, you know
So
what I
boring.
mean? Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough watch.
Yeah, no, it's only in a divisional matchup, something like this. Like I know Las Vegas isn't doing that great this season, but Denver's supposed to be the better team. And at the end of the
Yeah.
day, take the under. But oh man, boring.
Yeah, the
Primetime
crowd
game,
was
just
booing the
terrible.
Denver offense. You know what I mean? The crowd was booing the Denver offense. I don't think they had a first down until I think the second quarter, Denver. And then Vegas turns around, doesn't have like a passing yard until the fourth quarter. So it was a defensive coordinator's dream and football fans' nightmare to watch. But some of these Thursday night games, man, they come up stinkers, and this was one of them. But I guess the Raiders backers are happy they cover the spread, and Broncos, I guess, cash all the teasers and money line parlays. And both teams get a little rest here, right? So Denver, 7 wins in a row, Jer. Is this a top 3 team in the AFC right now?
No, I have to say no after that. I know with a grain of salt in the divisional matchup, but how is almost
Mm-hmm.
every other team besides the Patriots just destroying this defense, yet they can't seem to get, they can't get more than 10 points and probably should have lost this
Mm-hmm.
game tonight. So it's just kind of a head scratcher. Yeah, just
The last game,
more of a pretender than a contender. And I know this is a great streak, but still pretending, I think.
they only had 1 touchdown there after C.J. Stroud got hurt against Texans, and now this week 1 touchdown against the Raiders, and they had 6 sacks on defense. They had a blocked field goal, or was it a punt? They had an interception when Genty butterfingered that easy catch. So
Yeah.
I mean, that offense had a really probably 21 points handed to them, and kind of fumbled and stumbled their way to a 10-7 victory. And I think Las Vegas easily could have, they could have won that game on that last drive, and just
They should
they
have
did what bad
won the
teams do.
game for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was gift wrap for them, right? You know what I mean? I mean, Gino, valiant effort, but he was banged up. I was almost thinking that 2 gloves Kenny Pickett was a better option. At least he was able to move a
No,
bit,
especially when
and
he was on our Eagles, I just shuddered every time he touched the ball. He just I don't know, I'm not a quarterback
he's a
myself, but just seemed like Kenny
he's
Pickett's just not great.
he's like a he's a little he's a mixed bag. Let's put it that way. He gives you a little everything, but sometimes he can be spectacular. He did play in that Super Bowl for the Eagles, didn't he? I think Jalen Hurts missed a couple of snaps, right? So Kenny Pickett was the guy who snapped the ball for the championship for the Philadelphia Eagles. So not the winning quarterback, but he is a winning Super Bowl champion. I don't know. I just think something fresh for the Raiders would be something to look at, just because I think the same old Geno is. We've seen the best of Geno, and obviously the Vegas Raiders are stacking L's here, Jer. So draft pick and all
Tank
that
for
would be coming
Ty,
to them.
baby.
But
Tank for Ty. He's coming to Vegas,
yeah, you got to
baby.
think that.
Put up the
You got to think
billboards.
that. I think so, man. They got to do it. There's a few other teams, obviously, that need a QB. Cleveland, um, probably Miami. Um, Tennessee will probably hang on to Cam Ward, I think, even though they'll probably get first overall. And obviously New Orleans. I don't think the Shuckster is the future for New Orleans. He's only a few years younger than we are. Actually, no, he's probably 20 years younger than we are, but still, he's in his mid 20s. He's gonna the future there. So yeah, our team's looking for guys like Simpson and other prospects. They saying it's a good draft for QBs, but yeah, who knows, right? We got to see how they were, and it's going to be interesting. AFC, the Colts look good right now. Bills look good after last week. Baltimore's lingering, Jer. They are the favorite to win that division. So I think AFC, could be had right now by any team. It's kind of wide open.
Yeah, if the Colts lose again, if they lose in Europe as well, you got to start thinking, are they almost pretenders as well? You know, you say they like the comforts of home and they haven't played too many games outdoors. And well, let's see.
Right.
I sure hope not. I really want to see this team do well as well. But
But their
yeah,
offense hasn't
yeah.
really been. They haven't been slowed down in any. Even the games they've lost, they haven't really been slowed down that much. So, I think right now you got to think they have the best offense in the NFL, and now they just picked up your boy Sauce Gardner. That's got to help, right? They already got some beasts on defense already, and Buckner and whatnot. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I think down the
Yeah.
stretch for the AFC. Denver doesn't look good, but they're getting wins, and I think they're favored to win their division as well. So um, it's going to be interesting. If you had to pick, who's your favorite for the AFC North? Is it Ravens still over the Steelers?
Um, yeah, the Ravens got to go. Obviously, they got to go on a tear here. And sorry, it's
They still have
escaping
two
me who they're
games.
playing this week. They have to win.
They're
Sorry?
facing Minnesota in Minnesota. They're facing Minnesota in
They
Minnesota.
have to
Pittsburgh's
win
in
that game.
at the Chargers.
If
Yeah, they have to win it. But I
if they
mean, you would
don't
think,
beat yeah, if they don't beat Minnesota, they're done and it's all Pennsylvania pride, baby. But yeah, if they
well,
go
they
on a
still have
run
two games
here,
head to head.
I think they can do it.
They still have
Yeah.
two games head to head with Paul's Steelers, right? So those are big swing games, right? So they could basically get the tiebreaker if they win both. If they happen to tie down the stretch there in the
Yeah.
AFC North, so I think there's a lot of question marks still up for grabs. Um, Sunday night football, pretty good matchup. Uh, it's actually one of the few good matchups. Who we have? I'm trying to remember. I just can't remember exactly who is up there. Do you remember who Sunday Night Football was, Jer? I know Monday Night Football is obviously Eagles. Oh yes.
Oh,
Um,
Monday Night Football is all I'm thinking about.
yeah, no, it's
uh,
Steelers and Chargers. Steelers and Chargers will be basically a black and yellow, uh, basically a feast there at the SoFi Center. There, Chargers will have like maybe 20% of the crowd. What do you think? Paul and his crew will be out
yeah,
there.
no, the
Just
Pittsburgh faithful travels well,
the
so yeah,
users.
it's they're gonna love that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have the advantage there, and then Eagles obviously going into Green Bay. Green Bay coming off a questionable week against Carolina. Eagles made a lot of moves there, Jer, at the trade deadline, as we all know. Interesting to see who will play, who won't. Yeah, I mean, Howie is always swinging for the fences, and uh, Green Bay didn't really do too much, I don't think, at the trade deadline. You know what I mean? They kind of stayed put. Kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised Buffalo too didn't really do anything at the trade deadline as well. But there was a rumor. Who was it? Offered a fourth rounder to. It was Kansas City who offered a fourth rounder for a good running back, and someone denied the offer. But it was the Jets. Yeah, Brees Hall. I heard that one got
Uh,
denied by the Jets.
yeah,
So,
you think Brees Hall is worth a little bit more than a fourth rounder.
well, that's the Chiefs are. That's like their little quota, right? They'll offer third, fourth rounders, try to get what they can, but obviously they need a little bit more at the running back spot. I think it's just by committee right now, but it's Kansas City. Andy Reid, the guy dials up a lot of strategies, and you got to watch out for those Chiefs. Okay, let's finish it up here, Jer, and ask everyone to like, everyone to subscribe, and Jer and I are going to
Yeah.
catch you guys next time. Later, guys.
Peace.